What's up guys, back at it again with another deck profile video, this time for Pokemon. I thought the new Charizard stuff was really cool with this upcoming set with Tag Team. It's probably one of the better printings of Charizard in a while too. It allows you to one-shot a lot of stuff as well, especially when you attach a whole bunch of energy to it. It's really good, really easy to pull off. Overall really fun deck as well too, especially for one of my favorite Pokemon of all time too, so it's sort of a nostalgic moment where I could just actually build a competitive Charizard deck and actually do pretty well with it. So we'll get on with the profile. So first for Pokemon is obviously going to be the new Charizard. Its ability is once per turn before you attack, you can put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. And if you do, you could search your deck up to 2. You don't have to search 2, you could search 1 if you really want to, especially if you're hurting on energy. And its attack costs 2 energy as well. That's why this ability is so good, because it does a base 30, but it does 50 more damage per energy that you discard this way. So you could easily do 130 with it just going right out of the gate with the ability alone with no energy attack or attached prior. But if you attach an energy beforehand and then use the ability, you're knocking out basically a majority of GXs right off the gate as well too. And plus with Choice Band with 3 energy on here, you're hitting 110 on here, and you're going to knock out things like Zoroark and other things with 110 as well too. So still pretty cool. You're just going to run the rest of the Charizard lineup with 2 Charmeleon and 4 Charmander. You are going to end up running rare candies in here as well too, but it's also really good just to evolve stuff on the bench too, in case you just don't run into your rare candy, or in case you run into little snags with the deck as well too. So it's always good to have a little backup plan with just the base stage ones as well too. Your next Pokemon is going to be 2 Alolan Ninetales and 2 Alolan Vulpix. Ninetales allows you to search out 2 items. You really don't use the attacks with Ninetales all too well, or all too often. You mostly use Alolan Vulpix's attack, which costs no energy at all. It's really good for going second, because you just search out 2 more Pokemon and then add them to your hand, so you can just add Alolan Ninetales next turn as well, and just put Ninetales right on Vulpix and then get a rare candy and whatever other item that you want. Still pretty cool. Next few Pokemon is an evolution line of for Zoroark and for Zora. It's basically just for digging purposes on here. I sort of wanted to keep the GX amount just a little bit low so I can win the prize trade a lot, especially with Charizard, but sometimes you do run into a little bit of snags of trying to draw into your other items as well too, or your other Pokemon, or just an additional energy. You don't necessarily have to run Zoroark, you can run Rangaroo and Macargo, and it still works pretty fine. But you don't have to worry about your hand limit of trying to constantly be at 3 or less, just to use a Rangaroo and the Cargo combo as well. Still pretty cool. And your last Pokemon is going to be a Victini Prism Star. This is a really good energy recycler, and plus it can potentially do a lot of damage, because with this attack, you can do 20 times the amount of energies that you shuffle from your discard pile into your deck. So it's still a pretty good game finisher as well too. Its retreat cost is pretty cheap as well too, so you can attack with it 1 turn and then retreat it and then go into your Charizard plays as well too. Pretty cool card. So for your items, it's going to be 4 rare candy. Rare candy is super good with any stage 2 deck. Allows you to plop down any stage 2 onto any of your stage 1s, and it's searchable by Alolan Ninetales obviously because it's an item. Next items are going to be 4 Nest Ball. Nest Ball is really essential for setting up your your basic guys as well, so you can at least go into your rare candy plays a lot more often. Either that or just get out Victini out of the deck if you really pressed hard for energy as well too. Still really good card. Next two items are going to be 2 Ultra Ball. I decided to go with 2 because you don't really want to start pitching cards out of the hand, especially ones that are really useful to you like Rare Candy or other evolution lines as well, because they all are pretty important, but they still help you out in a pinch, and that's why I still run them just at 2. They're also searchable with a lot of Ninetales as well as the net balls as well too, so they are still pretty consistent at 2. And our last ball card is going to be 1 Timer Ball. Some people run Great Ball too. Like, I'm sort of on the fence about either. I think both are pretty good options. This just allows me to get up to 2 evolution cards, so I sort of favor this card just a little bit more, but to each his own. You can play Ultra Ball, it really does not matter. Your next 2 items are going to be 2 Energy Recycling System. This allows you to either get energy to your hand from the discard pile, so you could just plop it on Charizard, or you can just recycle 3 energies and spin them back into the deck. That way you can resolve Charizard's ability a lot more. 2 Choice Band. This allows you to go 210 on GX is a lot easier, especially if you already have 3 energy on Charizard. Even if you have 2 energy on Charizard, you're still hitting for the magic number of 160. Still really good card, searchable. You have a lot of draw cards that you're going to use with this deck anyway, so you're going to see this more often than not. And your last item is going to be 1 Switch. I feel like this is good because like, you more often than not run just only fire energy cards and not really any DCEs at all. So having the switch just to basically retreat one of your guys for basically nothing, that way you could go into Charizard just to win the or at least keep up on the prize game as well too, is still really fun. You could either draw into it, search it out. It's still a really good card. Probably one of my favorite item cards. For your supporters, you're gonna play 4 Lily. It just helps you set up super good with this deck as well too, because it allows you to draw 8 on your first turn. Pretty much self-explanatory. Next up is 2 Cynthia. If you end up breaking with a whole bunch of energy, you could just shuffle back all your stuff and at least resolve Charizard. That's why I have it at 2. No real other reason besides that, just to help with the cloggy hands. Your next 2 supporters going to be Pokemon Fan Club. This allows you just to set up the bench a lot more, especially with your basic Pokemons, and you definitely do want to end up on your Alolan Vulpixes and your Charmanders. Next 2 supporters gonna be Guzma for game. It's pretty self-explanatory, especially if you're evolving Charizards on the bench as well. Then you're gonna play Brock's Grit. Brock's Grit's really good because you can shuffle back in any combination of Pokemon or energies. So still really good for recycling. Still really good at 1. Then last but not least, you're gonna play 10 Energy. 10 Energy seems pretty fine. It seems like I brick more if I put more energy in, and I end up running out if I run like 8 or so. So 10 is pretty much the magic number of this deck. You're gonna still recycle them a lot, especially you're playing like 3 to 4 recycling cards as well. So you're not gonna have any real issues with this deck, just playing 10 energies. And so that was it for the deck profile. If you like the deck profile, be sure you comment below, or like, or basically do anything you like just to show your appreciation for this. And if you have any other builds of this, just go ahead and share them as well too. I love watching other deck profiles as well. And until next time, just have fun with this deck and keep on training.